Today I have some bad news to share with you guys.
My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today, and yeah, I wish I had better news for you guys today. It's one of those unfortunate circumstances. Unfortunately, we lost the Stimson's python clutch of eggs. It's a huge bummer for me, because you know how excited I was to have this clutch and get my first production of babies for this species for the first time ever for me. So I was really stoked about that, and to lose the entire clutch, one egg after another, was really frustrating. But at the same time, I can't be too upset, because I've been so thankful to have such great help from so many people. Shout out to Travis from TK Exotics, also JD from Slithering Oddities. Those guys have been tremendous help in helping me in terms of how to learn from this, what to do better, and how to improve. So that's all that I could really ask for, is learning from this to hopefully lead to, down the line, success with this. And that goes for any species that I'm working with. You know, it could happen to the Woma pythons, you know, another Australian species, or anything. This is about the time of when we were supposed to be seeing these babies start pipping out of the eggs, and it was going to be a really exciting video. Obviously, I'm dealing with a container right now that's unfortunately empty. I just kept seeing these eggs slowly die off one after the other. So, really, as time went on, I kind of learned what was going on and what was going wrong, potentially, for me. You know, some people will say one thing, some people will say another thing. Really, it's just a learning process at the end of the day, because what someone could be doing in terms of incubating for one person may be successful for them, might not be as successful for someone else. And I've seen so many different species of animals where something works well for one person but not the other. And I just really need to learn from what works for other people, and just with trial and error, see what's going to work best for me and where I'm at, and for these eggs for the animals that I'm carrying. The first thing I noticed right off the bat, and I was told about, was the calcium deficiency in these eggs. So they were pretty solid eggs, but you could definitely tell that they weren't as calcified as they should be. So I think that was creating a lot of windows and making it more accessible for mold to start growing and these eggs to die off a whole lot easier, for sure, depending on how you incubated them. I put these guys obviously straight in the substrate. I've learned that over the years from different people that would work. Maybe for this kind of situation, probably wasn't the best thing to do. So maybe partially that was the reason that I was having some issues. I don't know for sure. It's so hard to tell those kind of things. I would have to do so much trial and error through so many years just to figure that out, and figure out so many things of what was wrong and everything. But we're going to try things and revamping things differently. So we started off with 9 solid eggs and no slugs. So that mama did fantastic for me. I was super stoked about that. And I just continuously kept seeing problems with some. Some came out a little bit questionable. All of them had solid veins though, so I always go by the saying, incubate until there's no debate. And by one, I started seeing problems. That's when I knew there was no debate. Time to toss that egg to salvage the rest of the clutch and not have any moldy problems or anything with the rest of the clutch. That's what we did. So one by one, we started seeing them go. I started trying to contemplate which ones were probably going to hatch, which ones were kind of on the fence, and which ones I really was confident on. Slowly but surely, as this time process went on, I mean, it wasn't an instant thing. There was just ones that just kept getting questionable and questionable as time went on. And unfortunately, they just kept going and going and going until we were left with one egg. And it was looking solid, absolutely solid, for up until basically the past week. I would say, is really when I started noticing some issues. And there were some really weird issues, because it was looking completely solid, wasn't showing any issues. It was showing signs of dimpling, which is normally a normal good thing to see as the egg is about ready to hatch. So wasn't really concerned about that. But then within the last couple days, I started seeing that egg really shrivel up. And I was really concerned about that. I'm like, that's not right. You know, so my hope was just kind of sinking. I know these guys hatch out small, but I knew when I saw this that this was not going to be a good situation if this thing came out. So I was really worried about that, and then sure enough, the eggs started to mold, and I was left with none at the end of the day. Super bumming for sure. Yeah, I'm literally just holding it right now. That little egg right here, it's completely hard as a rock. Nothing really in here. I love the species. I want people to get their hands on this species because I love the species and I speak so passionately about them. And I dream of that day when I'm handing someone their brand new Stimson's python, because that's going to be such an exciting moment for me, because I know the potential in this species and how incredible they are. And I want other people too to truly see how awesome this species is for sure. So not being able to do that and live out that goal this year is going to be truly unfortunate, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Mama's doing great, Dad's doing great. We're going to have a rock solid season, hopefully next year as well. I mean, we're learning from our mistakes. I know what to do differently. It comes with the territory, guys. You know, we're dealing with living, breathing animals, and the eggs are no different, obviously. You know, we're creating new life. Fortunately, in this case, life just didn't make it. It wasn't in the cards. So, again, am I upset? Absolutely. But it's not discouraging me, you know? I'd rather this happen now rather than 3 seasons from now and I'm like, what the heck is going wrong? You know, I was doing everything perfectly, and then something all of a sudden happens, and I'm losing them all constantly. I'd rather have these larger scale problems happen now rather than later, and learn from this to help prevent things, you know? Not everything is always going to be perfect. I'm not saying my next clutch is going to be a perfect outcome as well, too. All I wanted from this clutch was just one success story from it, and I would have been happy with it. I'm still happy with it, you know? I'm still happy learning from this, but you know how it is at the end of the day. Obviously, you want to see a cute little baby when you open that tub. You know, it is what it is. Nature just said something and planned something else, and that's okay. You know, so I think that's the most important thing from this video is we're all going to have our highs and we're all going to have our lows. You know, and it's about how you deal with them, how you learn and bounce back from these things, and just keep moving forward. That's the important thing at the end of the day, you know? You just gotta roll with the punches at the end of the day, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. You know, I'm not discouraged, I'm not upset, I'm super thankful for everyone that has helped me and has gotten me to this point, and the opportunity to work with this incredible species. I mean, come on. Actually, you know what? Let me take out one of them right now, because I want to finish this video with a high note, so give me 1 sec. And this right here is Mama. So Mama is bouncing back in weight, as you can see, so she's looking fantastic, and no complaints with her whatsoever. And like I said, guys, this is full grown. This species is just super cool. Mama is just super curious right now and just wanting to check things out. She's just super, super mellow and amazing, and just truly an amazing snake altogether as well. I love this species and just how cool they are for sure. So I want other people to experience this too, and like I said, this is my goal, to one day just hand someone their new baby Stimson's python. It's going to be really cool, so I'm super stoked for that moment. It's not going to happen this year. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could have given you guys better news today, but like I said, guys, we're just going to roll with the punches, bounce back, and next year, hopefully, we're going to have a better success story for sure. So we're going to live with this story. The one thing I can assure you guys on is it's not over yet. We're going to keep working this project until we get it right, and we're going to have success one day. I can assure you on that. You know, I cannot wait for that moment with you guys, and we're going to learn from this. You know, we're going to look back on this video, and we're going to see what went wrong, and we're going to show off what went right, and that's going to be holding a clutch of fresh baby Stimson's pythons. That's going to be really cool, so I cannot wait to share that moment with you guys. Like I said, guys, thank you guys for tuning in and showing your support today. I wish I would have had better news for you guys, but like I said, I'm in good spirits, so hopefully you guys are in too. Hopefully this video inspired you and helped you. Things happen at the end of the day, guys, so I hope you kind of think about this moment that happened for me. If something happened like this for you, these things happen, but it's how you bounce back from these things and react to these things that makes you stronger at the end of the day. So thank you guys so much. I hope this video was helpful for you guys in some sort of way, or somewhat encouraging. That's what I'm hoping for. But if you guys could do me a few favors, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Helps this channel tremendously when you do those things, so thank you guys so much for doing that. Also too, if you guys would check me out on my social media as well too, I'll be posting updates there. Next season, when we start locking these guys up, I'll be posting updates there as well for these guys, and updates about the Stimson's pythons in general. So definitely check us out there as well too. And as always, guys, thank you so much for your support. Truly means the world to me. Couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Take care.